Ovi Mahaley, Ro Parrish, Tyler Jacobs. Put this in perspective, guys. We return to that Detroit-Dallas game and the controversial call made by Pete Morelli and his crew. We talked earlier in the show about that pass interference call that was picked up against the Dallas linebacker covering Brandon Pettigrew there. Check that out on demand. Right now, though, we want to share with you what the head ref, Pete Morelli, said in response to questions about that call. Quote, the back judge threw his flag for defensive pass interference. We got other information from another official, the head linesman, from a different angle that thought the contact was minimal and didn't warrant pass interference. He thought it was face guarding. And face guarding is illegal in college football, but it is legal in pro football.
Is it?
Yes.
It depends, isn't it? Isn't that a subjectional call?
No, the Pete Morelli was later asked about that face guarding. He said, no, it's legal in pro football. It's illegal in college football.
It's funny. He says that.
He says all defensive pass interference is subjective to how much contact he thinks was inhibiting the offensive player from making that catch.
But regarding both college and the NFL, wouldn't you still have to look and find the ball? That's something that I thought we both talked about in the last segment.
Ovi, you played in the National Football League on offense, correct?
Correct.
So you've seen a couple of these things happen to where a player is face guarding an offensive player and is called for a penalty, correct?
Several times.
Okay. It's a bad call. He can come out and make all these statements. He can come and say everything that he wants to say, but the bottom line is that the flag was picked up during the game. There was no explanation during the game. The call clearly was a bad one. They made the right one initially, and then they picked up the flag. This is just totally unacceptable. I hate to take a man's money away from him or say, take food out of his mouth, but these refs shouldn't be reffing anymore for the rest of the playoffs.
The contact was not minimal, too. The guy full-on ran into him because he didn't look for the ball. So the offensive player turned around trying to catch the ball. The defensive player just slammed him through. Didn't even turn for the ball. I know face guard, that's legal. That contact can't be legal. What is minimal contact?
You can't have these type of mistakes in the playoffs. Not with this much at stake. You look at Detroit, who hasn't won a playoff game in 24, 25 years. This could have cost them the game. This one call right here, this one blown call.
Sounds like
Sorry, Caldwell.
Sounds like a couple of guys here that are unsatisfied with Pete Morelli's explanations for that call.
I don't get no satisfaction.
Let's move back.